So I just want to show y'all how laid my hair is. I don't miss. Bronzemarley! What is going on, you guys? It is me, no other than the Bronzemarley. And I'm the greatest edition of YouTube 2019, and here we are in 2022. And I've been the greatest edition and asset here on out. So why not join the compact, baby girl? I want you to be here. You want to be here. You high-key need to be here, love, just because we serve love. We sometimes serve a little bit of tea, but overall, baby girl, we just be serving. I'm not gonna do too much rambling, you guys, because I actually have to get going. So I figured I'd bring you guys a cute little get ready with me. I am here currently at the Pinner House, and for those of you who don't know what the Pinner House is, don't feel bad. I actually was unaware up until a few days ago. The Pinner House is actually a bed and breakfast, but you can also utilize the entire property for events, which is what we did last night for the wedding. The Pinner House was actually designed and built in 1890 by John B. Pinner, I believe his name, and he was a lawyer. He was also the guy who I found out started the Suffolk Peanut Company. That was actually very cool. The property is actually very large. It consists of a main house, a cottage, and I believe a few other properties within this property on its own. I'm doing too much rambling as it is because, like I said, I do have to get out of here. I'm going to get started with a bit of color correcting just because I do have dark spots on my jaw area, on my neck, even though I'm not gonna be putting much makeup on my neck anyway. It's not necessary, but why not? And I'm gonna just blend that out. Like I said, you guys, this property was built in the 1800s, the 19th century, so it really gives you that historical vibe with more of a modern day presence and energy. I felt so luxurious staying here. For foundation, I'm just gonna take my black opal foundation stick in the shade Beautiful Bronze, of course. I'm going to apply this to my face for some coverage. I'm not gonna put it all over because I'm not going for super full coverage today. I am gonna target certain blemishes because, as you can see, I don't know if y'all can really see it with this lighting. As you can see, it's covering it pretty well. And I don't want too heavy of a face whatsoever because I'm actually just getting ready so that I can go home. I also have to hit up Kohl's so that I can return some things back to Amazon. I'm really just like sweeping this all over my face because I don't want any heavy coverage, and sweeping it and such will give me more of a skin-like finish. For concealer, I'm gonna of course take my Accomplice Concealer from Marc Jacobs. I'm gonna start placing that under my eye just so that I can conceal. Go down the bridge of my nose, around my mouth, and my chin. I don't have to do too much. Then to brighten while my concealer is still setting, I'm gonna take my Milani concealer in the shade 145 Warm Beige, and I'll apply that directly on top and directly underneath my eyes. Like I said, this is just gonna give me some additional brightening. And I'm actually not gonna go in with cream contour today just because it's not necessary. I want my face to look nice and fresh and not as caked up. I'll blend that out with my beauty blender, my beauty sponge. This one's from Sonia Kashuk. You can of course start to blend out our under eyes. I'm really excited about today because I do have a scheduled conference call with my client in Sarasota today. I'm praying that everything goes well, y'all. I'm praying that she's not as stressed as she was for the past few days. I just pray that, you know, all of her burdens are let off of her and that she's able to, of course, move and push through. Because I am already doing the work. I'm already excited. I just need her to meet me halfway. I know she's excited. I know that this is something that she truly wants to do. And you guys will get a little bit more information on that when the time comes. Like I said, I want her to be equally as excited and confident in our works together as I am. Y'all already know I'm gonna take my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Setting Powder in the shade Medium 02. And of course, with my beauty sponge, we're gonna go ahead and press that in and lock in our under eyes. Last time I was kind of scared, something was crawling on my leg. I saw like some sort of caterpillar or centipede or whatever it was a little earlier. I was like, oh, hold on now. But I wasn't even mad at it. Like, I actually appreciated seeing it because even that alone, like, it's not like it was a roach, but just seeing that, it was just like, oh wow, like this house is, I do wish I could have gotten a better tour of the property for you guys, and hopefully someday I will be returning so that I can actually get a proper tour for y'all. If you haven't seen my wedding vlog, definitely check that out because there are clips of the property as well as my experience here included in that. Also, if you didn't see my video of me getting glam for the wedding, definitely check that video out as well. I was able to create some amazing content this entire week, and especially this entire weekend. And I'm gonna use a soft little paw brush to apply the powder under my contour. I'm gonna take my Morphe face palette and we're going to warm up our skin with bronzer. I really do love quick faces because they make you feel and look even prettier without doing so much to your skin. Now, I know I'm probably doing more than like the average Joe, but that's just because, you know, I like to be a little bit more glam than Joe. And Jane too. Don't forget to warm up your hairline. Y'all, I just want to say, this is my hair. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. I laid the mess out of this hair. Granted, I could do something to it, but as far as the install, like it's amazing. Like one of my favorites actually, because it's so melted. This brush and this bronzer and sweep down the bridge of my nose or the sides of my nose just to give me some shape. And I'll go back in with my powder sponge and blend out the sides of that so that it's not so harsh, and also down the bridge. You know, like a soft nose contour. Don't forget to apply your bronzer or contour, whatever it is that you're using, to your neck and blend it downward. Let's make sure that everything is nice and warm as it should be. For blush, you already know I'm taking my left thing from, well, actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back into this Morphe palette. I'm gonna use this blush and this other blush, the red and burgundy. And I'm also gonna go into this, like this shimmer highlighter that's like a rosy tone. I'm gonna use that as my blush today. So I'm also like highlighting my skin and giving myself a glow without doing so much. That's really, really pretty. Oh my God. Then I'll blend it up on my forehead, also on my cheeks, and then wherever else on the face. The good thing about this Morphe palette is that when it comes to pigmentation, Morphe usually never misses the mark. No, I'm not the biggest fan of their continuous setting mist because like I said, it's a scam in a bottle, but I do really enjoy a few of their other products. Their face palettes definitely being one of them. For my eyebrows, I'm gonna take my Fuchsia Cosmetics eyebrow pomade in the dark brown shade. I'm gonna use that to lightly fill in my eyebrows. We're not gonna do anything too drastic. Realistically, I'm gonna just alter the tail and bring some color to that. And I will lightly shade in the front, but I don't need to because my brows are pretty full in the front. However, this one is kind of, you know, it's a little janky, but it's okay. I'll just do that to kind of sort of match the other side. And again for the other, like I said, we'll add onto the tail. This eyebrow looks drastically longer than this one for some reason, but y'all, I wonder what that is. What? Maybe because I extended this out some. I don't know. There we go. My eyebrows are filled in. To conceal my eyebrows, I'm gonna take my Extra Shot concealer and foundation from Marc Jacobs. And I don't like to apply directly on my eyebrow, but what I like to do is take my brush and you see like the leftover residue around the brim of the actual tube. I'm gonna go and take my brush and just scrape off a bit of that so that my brush isn't too saturated, but it's enough product for me to lightly conceal my eyebrows. I always like to start at my tail because I don't like it to be so defined on the front. I feel as though that takes away from the natural aesthetic. Again, let's go ahead and shape the tail on the other side. That looks so good. Okay, and you can leave it like this. Don't play with me, do not leave your eyebrows. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm gonna take the butt of it because it doesn't have any product or any powder on it. And I'm just going to blend that in like a sweeping motion so that it kind of sort of takes some of the product off while pushing the rest of the product that it's not taking off into the skin. Look, voila. This looks really great. I'm not even gonna lie. For our eyes, I'm gonna go back into my Morphe palette, wrong brush. All right, so I'm gonna go back into my Morphe palette. I'm gonna use that shade that I use for my bronzer, and I'm just gonna place that directly in my crease. You already know this is my everyday eye. Place this directly in my crease. I'm just sort of round it out on the tail of my eyebrow or on my eye, and then feather it out lightly with no additional product so that it's not so harsh. So you're getting that shape, but you're also getting a very soft blend in one. Of course, you can bring that shadow down into the bridge of your nose. And also I like to blend mine up into the front portion of my eyebrow. So like I said, everything is very uniform, unified, married together. Ironically enough, everything's married together. Then just for some reinforcement, we're gonna go back in with the second layer of the shade. And then I'll sweep it under my eye so that it's not bland, you know? I like to have a lot of dimension in my face. And for my lid color, I'm just gonna go into this Ruby Kisses. As y'all can see, it's like shattered. I'm gonna go into this Ruby Kisses foundation, mineral foundation powder, Golden Honey. I'm just gonna use that, literally that on my lid, and kind of sort of blend that up into my crease, creating like a nice soft cut crease shape. Bam. I'm gonna take my Feline Kohl eyeliner pencil from MAC. I'm gonna run this through my waterline, sort of extend my inner corner in like a cat eye feline look, because that's low-key my signature at this point. I'll run it on my upper waterline as well. And then I don't think I'm gonna use a liquid eyeliner today because like I said, this isn't a full beat. I'm gonna go in with that same Kohl eyeliner and extend my upper eyeline. Doesn't have to be perfect whatsoever. Literally like so. We just want our eye to look a little bit more slanted and fierce. So as you see, I'm kind of sort of playing around with it to see which is gonna give me the most flattering shape to my eye. I actually really love this. And I kind of do want a wing, so I'll like kind of sort of stamp it in. It's not the perfect wing, but it's okay. It looks better. Just for something a little bit more sassy, we'll do a Natural Kiss lash. I'm gonna take my Eye Envy by Kiss Super Strong Hold 3D Eyelash Adhesive. This is in the black shade. How I would apply eyeliner is how I'm going to apply my eyelash adhesive to my eyes. Not to my eyelashes, to my eyes. You wanna get as close to your lash line as possible. There we go. And while this is tacking down, I'm going to apply my lipstick. I'm gonna take my mixed media lipstick from MAC, and I'm going to apply this to my lips. So it'll be like that undertone. And I'll also use it as like a slight lip liner. Don't worry about the lip liner though. I'm gonna go and perfect that in a second. My beautiful former classmate from high school, even though we didn't have class together, we went to the same school, but she's a very sweet girl. She was a guest at the wedding. She also allowed me to use her sewing machine when mine broke when I was designing costumes for Langston Blues. But she was wearing a stunning red lipstick last night from Sephora, the Sephora collection. But it was so stunning, I had to ask her what it was and take a picture, like, stunning. But now I'm gonna go into my Juvia's Place lipstick, and I'm gonna apply that right on top. Let that dry down a bit, and let's pop on these eyelashes. My eyelashes are from Eye Envy by Kiss. They are the Remy 3D Invisible Band in the style number 1. You guys know I have been living for natural eyelashes lately, and these are absolutely perfect. Oh, I got a little messed up. Like I said, let's pop our eyelashes on. Like so. And like I said, voila, just something nice and natural, a perfect everyday eyelash. One last step, let's go ahead and set everything together. So I'm gonna take my Makeup Revolution Sport Fix Lasting Hold Fixing Spray. I'm just gonna lock everything in. I don't know how. Let's just do a classic rock flip over, since clearly that's like the look that we're sporting today, and yeah. And voila, guys, this is the final look. I thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed me, please give me a huge thumbs up, as well as a comment down below about what you guys thought about this video. what you'd like to see in future videos, or if you just want to leave a comment down below saying, hey babe, what's going on, Bronze? I would greatly appreciate that. Don't forget to join this compact by hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell button right beside it so that you get notified every single time that I decide to upload. You can keep up with me on all of my social media platforms and also following all of my endeavors at Bronzemarley. I love you guys so much, but I gotta get out of here. Catch you guys in the next one.